Lung cancer. It is the leading cause of cancer deaths in our state. While smoking is the #1 risk factor, many people diagnosed with lung cancer have never smoked a single cigarette. WFMY News 2's Sydney Moore spoke with a Greensboro man who knows exactly what that's like.
3, 2, 1, 90 seconds hard.
As a fitness coach, 60-year-old Thad McLaurin finds purpose in serving the Greensboro community, choosing to make a difference in the lives around him.
90 seconds hard, pick it up, 90 hard.
And one of his favorite ways to do so is through his running club called the Renegades.
Can't tell you how many people have become best friends from totally different walks of life that have met through the running groups that we've had here.
Looking good, guys, looking good. Keep it going.
Just ask any of his runners. They'd tell you McLaurin is a great leader who challenges them in positive ways.
He pushes you, and it's kind of like this quiet push. He's like a quiet storm, I guess you could say.
They not only say he's uplifting,
Looking good, guys, looking good. Keep it going.
but inspiring too. On the outside, it's easy to spot the happiness being a coach brings, but on the inside,
A few years ago, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
he's fighting a battle no person wants to fight, stage 4 lung cancer.
When they told me, I kind of felt like I was up here looking down at what was going on, you know, it was very surreal. It makes you numb, it's a gut punch.
I remember one time while he was still running with us on the Greenway, I ran next to him and I was thinking, okay, Thad has lung cancer. I'm healthy, but he's out here just full of joy.
Prior to his diagnosis in 2023, he says he had a terrible cough that progressively got worse.
I started having, getting out of breath going upstairs, stuff that I would never have ordinarily experienced. So I insisted on an in-person visit.
He then got an x-ray that didn't turn out good and was sent to a pulmonologist.
And she confirmed that it was lung cancer.
The news came to a shock for McLaurin. He has no family history and has never smoked a day in his life.
If you combine the former smoker and the never smoker together, they represent around 60% of our patients.
Dr. Muhammad, an oncologist with Cone Health, is part of McLaurin's care team. He says while smoking is the #1 cause of lung cancer, there are several other reasons a person could be diagnosed with lung cancer, including secondhand smoking.
The most common cause for people who never smoked a cigarette to have lung cancer is radon exposure. And radon is a gas. It's a decay gas from uranium in the ground.
After the diagnosis, McLaurin underwent chemotherapy and radiation. Dr. Muhammad then recommended different treatment plans to help manage the cancer.
Luckily, our patient has EGFR mutation, which is one of the most common mutation we see in lung cancer in non-smoker. And he's taken an oral drug, which is a target therapy, and it works better and with less side effects than what we would have done with chemo.
McLaurin has now been living with stage 4 cancer for 2 years. Thankful for the doctors and treatment plans that have given him more time.
I mean, there's always a chance of a miracle, but more than likely it's just something that we'll have to manage. But the goal is just to have a good quality of life.
A good quality of life is exactly how McLaurin chooses to live.
I still do 4 fitness classes with people during the week. I'm not running quite as much, but I can run, so yeah.
And the runners that he coaches are there to remind him of that perspective. Happy birthday to you. Just recently, they surprised him at the end of a session, showing their appreciation for all he's done for them. A simple birthday song became more than just a tune. It was a reminder that the people he gives so much to are the same ones who stand with him in the fight. In Greensboro, Sydney Moore, WFMY News 2.